On the northeastern coast of South America, a nation is changing so fast, it's forcing the world to redraw its economic map. This is Guyana. For decades, it was a quiet corner of the continent, known more for its incredible rainforests than its economy. But then, a discovery beneath its coastal waters changed everything. Billions of barrels of oil. Now, a torrent of wealth is being unleashed in a frenzy of concrete, steel, and pure ambition. The year 2025 is a critical moment in this story. It's the year the blueprints truly come to life. We're not just talking about one or two big construction sites. We're talking about a wave of megaprojects, please. Subscribe to Wealth Empire for more updates. Each one designed to solve a huge national challenge and unlock a new level of prosperity. So how does a country of just under 800,000 people manage a boom of this scale? Today we're breaking down 5 colossal projects that are putting Guyana on the map in 2025. From the foundations of home ownership to the deep water giants powering this revolution, this is the story of how a nation is being rebuilt from the ground up. Number 5. International Building Expo 2025. Coming in at number 5, we're starting not with a single structure, but with an event that represents the very foundation of this new era. The International Building Expo. This isn't just a trade show, it's a festival of national ambition. A clear signal that this newfound wealth is meant to reach every citizen. For any boom to be truly successful, its benefits can't just sit in corporate bank accounts. They have to translate into real tangible improvements in people's lives. And what's more fundamental than a place to call home? For years, Guyana has faced a major housing crisis. The government set a huge goal: deliver 50,000 house lots in just 5 years. A promise many thought was impossible. The Building Expo planned for August 2025 is where that promise is set to be delivered. The goals for the event are massive. The plan is to hand over thousands of land titles and transports directly to new owners, finally giving them the key to building their futures. This directly tackles a core frustration for thousands of GI. In the past, an application for a house lot could get stuck in a backlog for decades. One person reportedly waited 35 years after their first application. This event is designed to prove that the system is now working at lightning speed. But the Expo aims to be a platform for the future too. It's set to showcase innovations like prefabricated homes from recycled materials and even 3D printed housing. It's also the launchpad for Silica City, a bold vision for a new sustainable and climate-resilient urban center. New infrastructure like roads and bridges is making vast new areas accessible for housing, creating a cycle of growth. So while it may not be a bridge or a power plant, the International Building Expo is a mega project of human scale. It represents a massive push to ensure the oil boom builds not just an economy, but a society where the dream of owning a home is finally within reach for everyone. Number 4, ExxonMobil's Cuckoo headquarters. Next up at number 4 is a project that shows just how permanent and strategic Guyana's new economic reality is. ExxonMobil's massive Cuckoo headquarters. You might ask why a corporate office, even a huge one, counts as a national megaproject. The answer is what it represents: a $160 million anchor, cementing a long-term commitment from an energy giant and completely changing the nation's corporate landscape. Located in Ogle, this is no ordinary office. The complex, named after the iconic Cuckoo Mountains, sits on a sprawling 15-acre site, with staff moving in throughout 2025. The facility is the nerve center for managing an industry on its way to producing over 1 million barrels of oil per day. It's a staggering jump from the company's small office of 50 people back in Tunina to a campus built for hundreds. The Cuckoo Complex is a tech hub. The first floor is all about offshore operations, with 3 advanced control rooms running 24/7. These rooms are connected by fiber optic cable directly to the production vessels, allowing for remote management of the deep water fields. But this building is also a massive vote of confidence. A $160 million investment in a physical headquarters shows that ExxonMobil is here to stay. As Vice President Barrett Jagado pointed out, managing a 1 million barrel a day industry safely requires exactly this kind of high-end facility. The headquarters is also designed with the environment in mind. It was built to align with Guyana's low-carbon development strategy, incorporating a massive array of solar panels. In a nation whose wealth comes from fossil fuels, a commitment to renewable energy in its own backyard is a significant move. The project creates local jobs, sparks the growth of supporting businesses, and sets a new standard for architecture in the country. It is the physical anchor for the oil and gas industry, a tangible symbol on Guyana soil of the immense wealth being generated 200 km offshore. Number 3, the new Demerara River Bridge. At number 3 is a project that will instantly change the daily lives of tens of thousands of people. The new Demerara River Bridge. If you've ever had to cross the current bridge, you know frustrating doesn't even begin to describe it. The old Demerara Harbor Bridge is an aging 2-lane, floating relic that has become a legendary bottleneck. The problems are infamous. Traffic jams last for hours. Commuters plan their entire day around the bridge's retraction schedule. When it opens to let large ships pass, stopping traffic completely for up to an hour and a half, it's a nightmare for scheduling and emergencies. Heavy trucks are severely restricted. It's totally inadequate for a country in the middle of an economic explosion. The solution is a $260 million modern marvel of engineering. Slated for completion in 2025, the new Demerara River Bridge is a total game-changer. This will be a 4-lane high-span cable stay bridge. Most importantly, it's a fixed high-level bridge. Its highest point will soar 50 m above the water, high enough for huge cargo vessels to pass underneath without ever stopping traffic. The constant retractions will be a thing of the past. The benefits are huge. 4 lanes and an 80 km/h speed limit will slash travel times and end the chronic congestion. For the 50,000 plus people who cross the river daily, the relief will be immediate. To maximize that relief, the government has also announced that crossing the new bridge will be completely toll-free. This bridge is more than a convenience. It's a critical piece of economic infrastructure built to last 100 years. It will unlock the full potential of the lands west of the river and improve connections to the entire Essequibo region. As the final pieces are put into place, it marks the end of a major frustration and the start of a new era of connectivity. This bridge isn't just connecting 2 regions, it's connecting the Guyana of the past to a future that is efficient, modern, and always moving forward. Number 2, the Gas-to-Energy Project. At number 2 is arguably the most transformational domestic project in Guyana's history. Designed to solve one of the nation's most crippling problems, expensive and unreliable electricity. This is the $1.9 billion gas-to-energy project. For decades, Guyana people and businesses have been held hostage by a terrible power system. The country has relied almost entirely on imported heavy fuel oil to generate electricity, a costly, dirty, and inefficient method. This led to some of the highest electricity costs in the region and a grid plagued by frequent blackouts. For businesses and households, it has been a massive barrier to progress and a drain on income. The Gas-to-Energy project is designed to end this era for good. The idea is brilliant. Instead of burning off the natural gas that comes with offshore oil production, a pipeline will bring it to shore to be used for cheap, clean, and reliable power. The scale is immense. The project has 3 parts. First, a 140-mile pipeline built by ExxonMobil runs from the Liza oil fields to the coast, carrying about 50 million cubic feet of natural gas per day. Second, onshore, the gas will feed a new natural gas liquids processing facility, which will separate out propane and butane for things like cooking gas, creating another new domestic industry. Third, the cleaned gas will fuel a new 300-megawatt power plant. This one plant will more than double Guyana's entire electricity generation capacity. The project has faced some challenges and delays, but with a completion target around the end of 2024 or into 2025, the expected impact is nothing short of revolutionary. The government has promised this project will cut electricity costs for everyone by up to 50%. By switching from expensive imported fuel to domestic natural gas, Guyana will save hundreds of millions of dollars a year. The huge increase in capacity will finally bring stability to the grid, ending the blackouts and providing the reliable power needed to fuel a modern economy. As this power plant fires up, it will ignite a new age of possibilities for Guyana. It will make manufacturing more competitive, attract new investment, and put more money back into the pockets of every citizen. This isn't just an energy project, it's a project for economic liberation. Number 1, the Yellowtail FPSO. And now at number 1, we go 200 km offshore to the deep waters of the Stabroek Block to see the heart of Guyana's economic miracle, the Yellowtail development, and its incredible floating platform, the One Guyana. This isn't just the biggest megaproject of 2025, it's the engine driving every other project on this list. The One Guyana is an absolute monster. It's a floating factory 342 meter long that can produce an initial 250,000 barrels of oil per day. It can store up to 2 million barrels of crude oil in its hull before offloading to tankers, all while moored in water nearly 100 meters deep. In a remarkable achievement, production at Yellowtail officially began in August 2025. This immediately helped push Guyana's total oil production capacity towards the 900,000 barrels per day mark. With Yellowtail fully ramped up, the average daily production for the full year of 2025 is expected to be around 684,000 barrels per day, with output climbing even higher by the end of the year. With future projects already in the pipeline, Guyana is on track to eventually have a production capacity of over 1.4 million barrels per day. The economic impact is staggering. The revenue from this one vessel is what pays for the new bridge, the housing drive, and the country's wider development. It's the source of wealth projected to give Guyana one of the highest GDP growth rates in the world in 2025, but this project is also about building local capacity. The Yellowtail development is a showcase for Guyana's local content strategy. A significant and growing percentage of the workforce in oil and gas operations are Guyana citizens, and thousands of local businesses are now part of the supply chain, providing everything from fabricated parts to logistics services. The successful launch of the One Guyana FPSO is more than just an operational milestone. It's a powerful symbol of Guyana's arrival on the world stage. It proves the country can execute incredibly complex multi-billion-dollar deep-water projects. It is the mighty heart of the Guyana transformation. The journey is far from over, but as these mega projects are completed, the future that was once a dream is now being built, lived in, and driven across every single day. But now we want to hear from you. Which of these 5 projects do you think will have the biggest long-term impact on Guyana? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this informative, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the incredible projects reshaping our world. Thanks for watching.